Great new day to all my self-care family and friends. Welcome to another episode of the Room to Breathe podcast. I'm your host, Life Coach 614, and I am so thrilled to have each and every one of you here with us today. Whether you're tuning in for a dose of inspiration or just a moment of calm, you're in the right place. Now, before we dive into today's topic, just a quick reminder. If you're enjoying the show, don't forget to tap the screen, like, comment, and share. Your support helps us connect with more amazing people like you. And we would love for you to give us a follow and subscribe to our channel so that way you never miss out on any of our latest content. And while you're at it, be sure to swing by our website at selfcareclub.org. We have some awesome affirmative apparel, motivational merch, and a bunch of free resources waiting just for you. It's all about empowering yourself and embracing your journey. No matter what challenges you're facing, remember that you are not in this alone. We're here together, supporting and uplifting each other every step of the way. It's time for us to choose to prioritize our well-being, to embrace our growth, and to find peace in this present moment. Now, let's get ready to breathe, reflect, and grow together.
In the quiet moments, that's where I'll find a little room to breathe, leave it all behind. Give me room to breathe, I need some time to heal my heart, to clear my mind. Gonna love myself, yeah, I believe in the power of me. Just give me room to breathe.
Sigs, welcome in. Bella, Goldie, I see you. All right, so our quote for today: every scar has a story. Don't be afraid to tell it. So if we're being real, we understand that life can just be straight up messy, right? We've all been knocked down, felt broken, wondered if we'd ever get back up again. And the truth is, it's easy to get lost in the chaos of it all. But we have to remind ourselves that every single scar has a story. That's right. Every single scar represents a chapter in our lives, a chapter of resilience, of growth, and most importantly, of strength. And here's the thing. We don't talk about the messy parts of our life enough. Everyone wants to share their highlight reels, right? Their picture-perfect moments. But what about the times when things didn't go according to plan? Those are the stories that matter. Those are the stories that unite us, that connect us, remind us that we're human. So today we're going to lean in to the mess. We're going to lean into the mess. And we're going to talk about what it really means to embrace your scars and to tell your story. We've got to let it out, right? That song, I want to say back in the 90s, y'all. And that song would say, shout, shout, let it all out, right? Like we really have to get to the point where we just let it all out. Do not filter your emotions. And the song, he says, these are the things we can't do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Y'all know the song, come on. We gotta shout, let it all out, right? And I get it. Society tells us that we've got to hold it together, that we need to stay strong, right? That we just got to push through. But can I just say that that's some bullshit? That's nonsense. You're allowed to break down. You're allowed to feel every bit of what's happening to you. Because if you don't, then that pain, that hurt, stays trapped inside. And guess what? It's not going nowhere. You can't heal what you don't feel. You can't heal what you don't feel. So cry if you need to. Rage if you must. They literally have places where you can go and break some shit. You can tear some things up. Right? Head to the gym and hit the punching bags if you've got this pent up frustration that you need to let out. Go run. You feel trapped? Get out and go spread your wings. Get some fresh air. Right? But whatever you do, you gotta get it out. It's those raw, unfiltered moments that is the start of healing. It's these moments where healing begins. When you stop pretending that you're okay. That's when the real work starts. Right? That's when you can really start to move forward. And let me be clear. It is not a sign of weakness. It is bravery. It takes courage to heal through the things that you're going through. And so again, we have to remind ourselves that you can't heal what you don't feel. Welcome in, Ronnie. Give yourself permission to be in progress. Remember, you can be a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. So give yourself permission to be in progress. We are so obsessed with the idea of being fixed, or this notion of having it all together, having this perfect life, this image. Thank you, MK. But let's be real. No one has it all together. Right, Ms. Rara? ID number 3403, welcome in. No one has it all together. We are all works in progress. Every single one of us. Whether we want to admit it or not, we are all works in progress. And that means we are allowed to be incomplete, to be growing, to be learning, to be evolving. So I remind you again, the truth of the matter is you can, in fact, be a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. Your scars are a part of your beauty. They tell the world that you've been through some things, but that you're still standing. Pretty Panda, you're still standing. Stop aiming for perfection, because perfection is a myth. It is an urban legend, right? Start embracing the messiness of your journey. It's okay if you're not where you want to be yet. We learned earlier that if we don't succeed at first, we simply try again, right? So we have to understand that you're still on the path, and that's enough. It's enough. The journey itself is where the magic happens. And we've got to get comfortable asking for help without guilt. Right? A lot of times we think that asking for help is a sign of weakness, and it's not. I know that it feels like admitting you need help is admitting defeat, but it's actually the opposite. Welcome in, Travis. Moesha, I see you. We are wired for connection. And sometimes the strongest thing that you can do is to reach out to someone to say, I need help. Whether that means talking to a therapist, getting a life coach, leaning on a friend. Sometimes it's even just confiding in a complete stranger online, right? Asking for help is a game changer. No one is doing life alone. No one. Despite what you see on social media. So stop feeling guilty for needing support. Because everybody needs somebody to lean on. So there's no reason that you should be sitting there feeling guilty. Welcome in, Rita. No reason that you should be feeling guilty for asking for help. We have to remember that it is 100% okay to not be okay. And it's okay to lean on others when you need it. Vulnerability is strength. And the more you embrace it, the more you'll glow, the more you'll grow, the further you will get on your journey, on your path to making your dreams a reality, right? And as you're on this journey, you've also got to remember to celebrate your wins. When I say your wins, I'm talking about the tiniest of victories. Thank you for the follow, Kim. The tiniest of victories. Celebrate them. The victories that we often overlook because they don't feel like a big deal. Or the people around us have always, shrunk our dreams, shrunk our wins down. Did you get out of bed today? Did you answer the phone call that you've been dreading? Did you take even just one step towards your goal? I'm talking a baby step. Did you just take one little tiny step towards your goal? Celebrate that. In fact, every single morning, we need to celebrate the fact that we woke up this morning. I don't care if it hurts. I don't care if you didn't get the amount of sleep that you desired. Celebrate the fact that you woke up today. And if you woke up in your right mind, well, that's another win. What up, coach? Right? Celebrate your wins. I feel like a lot of times we get so caught up and waiting for these grand moments that, we're constantly waiting for the next big thing, right? Like I said, waiting for grand moments to give ourselves credit. But life is made up of so many small wins. And we have to remember that every little step forward is progress. Forward is forward, right? Even when it doesn't feel like it. So celebrate those wins, big or small. Be proud of the fact that you are still here, still moving forward, no matter the pace. It all counts. And I don't care what they've told you over the years. I don't care how they made you feel over the years. I'm telling you, forward is forward. It all counts. So celebrate yourself. Celebrate the amazing person that you are. As you work towards becoming the person who you want to be, celebrate who you are today. Celebrate all that you've achieved thus far. And operate with the mentality that my scars are proof that I've survived. I'm always telling you guys, to date, we have 100% survived every single weapon that was meant to destroy us. Now, I'm not saying we ain't get out of it with a few bumps and bruises. I got this aching pain still going on in my knee, right? Got little scrapes, little cuts, little marks. I needed stitches on an occasion. Some of us might have broken some bones, but we still good. They healed. Might be a little crooked now, but I'm good. Your scars are proof that you've survived. And so here's where things get real, right? Here's where things get real. You're going to get hurt again. Now, I'm not wishing it on you. I'm just stating the facts. You're going to get hurt again. Life will keep throwing curveballs. You're going to face more challenges. But guess what? You've already survived 100% of the worst days of your life. You've already survived. And every single scar that you carry is proof of that. And so just think about that. Your scars are not a sign of weakness. They are badges of honor. They tell the world that you've been through things that were meant to break you, but that you're still here and you're still standing strong. Right? Each scar holds a lesson, a story of survival. And you must tell that story. No one else can tell your story. They can try, but no one can tell your story quite like you. When you tell your story, when you share your scars with the world, hey LaCara, right, Big Ish? When you share that, something amazing happens. Someone else who is going through their own mess hears your story, and suddenly they feel less alone. They see your strength and they think, if they can make it through, maybe, just maybe I can too. Your vulnerability now has become someone else's strength, someone else's will to carry on. And so you've got to stop waiting for the right time to tell your story. The time is now, right? Because so many of us are holding back, waiting for the right moment to share our scars with others. We think we have to be fully healed before we can actually let others know our story. We've got to be fully together before we can share our experience with other people, right? But here's the truth. There's never a right time. There is no right time. Share your story while you are still healing. Share it while it is still messy. Share it while you are still figuring it out. Because healing is not a destination. It is a journey. And when you tell your story from the middle of your mess, that's when it's most powerful. That's when it's raw. That's when it's real. And that is when it is most relatable to others. That's when you begin to give others permission to be messy too. Because we already know life is messy. It's just many of us feel like we can't be messy. We must be perfect. But we've got to understand that the mess is the magic. So let me leave you with this. Your mess is your magic. It's what makes you who you are. Every setback, every breakdown, every mistake you've made, it is all shaping you to be the person that you are meant to become. And that person, she's already enough. He is already enough. Your worth was established at birth, so you've always been enough. So don't hide your scars. Don't shy away from the mess. Tell your story. Tell your story proudly, because there's someone out there who needs to hear it. Someone out there needs to know that it is okay to be a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. They need to see that healing is not linear, and that's okay. There's someone out there that needs to know that the scars that they're carrying are proof of their strength and not their weakness. Your story is so powerful. Your mess is beautiful. And the scars? Well, the scars are simply proof that you are unstoppable. So go out there and own it. Tell your story, mess and all, because in your vulnerability, you find freedom. And not only will you find your freedom, you're going to help other people find their freedom too. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to thank you for joining me. If you've enjoyed our time together and we're not friends already, be sure to give me a follow. Subscribe to our channel so that way you never miss out on our latest content. And don't forget to take an opportunity to head over to our website, selfcareclub.org. There you can book a personalized one-on-one coaching session with me. We also have some affirmative apparel and other motivational merch, including music, as well as a treasure trove of free resources designed just for you. Whether you are looking to elevate your self-care game or you're just seeking a little extra inspiration in your day, we've got you covered. I thank each and every one of you for being a part of our Self-Care Club community, and I'm excited to connect with you all again soon. But until next time, keep breathing, stay positive, and remember that you will always be supported here. Don't be afraid to take up space and make a little room for you to breathe.